We're still waiting on Ricky.
Oh, I thought that might be him in the gray shirt over there.
No, that's John Try. That's our assistant secretary.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait to see how this goes down.
How will it go down? The whole meeting?
This whole meeting.
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, it happened at the very last minute, and I was scrambling and just didn't even. I'm sorry to throw that on you. But
Oh, there's Ricky.
good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Am I right? Okay.
Hey guys, let's start moving over here after you get signed in, and we're going to get started. Yeah, there's a couple of kind of last minute things on there.
Okay.
It should be a lot like that homeowner that came with the last time, because she just wants to replace this with that. You know, she doesn't want to change anything. So,
But we have to vote on it?
yeah, I think we got it for community support, but the zoning committee's all for it.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, you
One
mean
of the-
our zoning committee?
Yeah. Well, it's one of the members of the zoning committee that's doing this, so they had like everyone kind of ready to go. All right. All right. And still no police officers. So.
That's all right. Probably come in after we get started.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Crestline Neighborhood Association meeting for March 26, 2026. Going to call the meeting to order. We've got the sign-in sheets over here. If you haven't done that, please do it before you leave. And before we get an approval of the agenda, I want to make a couple of amendments real quick. We have Anna Sharania coming from Pickle and Pour Restaurant at the end, and she's requesting a liquor license for their indoor pickle facility up at the Festival Center. And also Pickle and Pour. It is up at the Festival Center, and it's an indoor pickleball place. And then we're also adding Caroline Bundy's zoning request for a new fence. So, with the amended agenda, do I have a motion for approving the agenda?
Barbara White.
And when you give a motion or second a motion, if you don't mind stating your name, we've got some new voice transcription things, and it would be really helpful to have everybody's name with the vote. Thank you, Barbara White.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
Do we have to do a second to the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a second? I'm getting ahead of myself. Florence. And how about a show of hands? Everyone voting for? Anyone opposed? Votes unanimous. First up is the police, but I don't see them yet, so we will let them go when they get here. So second up, Hunter Williams' office. We've got India, our favorite.
Hi, India.
How you doing, friend? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, I'm India Bailey, Chief of Staff for Counselor Hunter Williams. I'm going to be very quick. We have had a really long morning. We were out on the Shade Creek Greenway Trail for about 4 hours with the fencing crew. We are about to have privacy fences go up on the trail starting likely tomorrow. They did give us an ETA on when they think the trail will be completed, and because I have learned not to give a date, I will say sooner rather than later the trail will be complete. So we're very excited about that. That's really all I've got for you guys. Does anybody have any questions or answers for me that you want me to, go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, last year we had supplemental help getting the park maintenance because the city wasn't getting it done, and they're currently also not getting it done. Is there something you can do to maybe talk, well, I don't know, if you could talk to Public Works, or what do you suggest we do to get the park moved?
What I will do is go ahead and start sending this up to Public Works and letting them know it needs to be on a 2-week schedule. Are they gonna listen to me? Here's hoping. But if we have to start having Hunter say something from the day is every 2 weeks, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll start doing that ASAP.
Great.
So for us that are having our fences taken down, we're gonna get privacy fencing before the trail goes in?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna lay the fencing, and as they're doing the fencing, they're gonna take down and put up. So nobody should be without a fence for an extended period of time. Yeah, but they're gonna do the fencing before they lay the actual trail.
Behind our house.
It's behind like Mountaindale.
It's along the creek.
Oh, okay.
They're in my back. But where the chain link meets the privacy fence, do you know how that's gonna connect and will it be good enough for dogs?
It will be. So we have spent a lot of money to put nice privacy fences up. I'm not a fencing person, but I was out there with them for hours today. And what they're going to do is go through, he started today actually laying the post work first, whatever that means. So I think that's what you're talking about, how it's going to connect. They're going to lay that first and then put the fencing up. But it should be very sturdy, but your dog should not be able to run through it.
Well, I meant to the next door yard.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be like a big gap or anything.
But it won't just be like loose chain link next to fence.
No, it should not.
There'll be something.
It should not be that way. And when you see them working on your fence, you're welcome to go out there and say something.
And then I also had a question about the placement of it.
Okay.
This is not the whole meeting. Are you gonna be here after?
I can be. We can talk.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Kathleen. Anybody else?
I have a question. I know I haven't come a lot, but.
It's okay. We're not gonna judge you. What's your name? I'm messing with you.
I know, but like some of these things that we put in for, like. Can you speak up just a little bit? When we live on Strathmore, we're defense people, but when we go for our walks, like right there on the corner of Strathmore and Concord, it is unbelievable. Like the potholes, and I mean, I see cars coming down there, and they literally take a dip. I've tripped there twice. But I know, Caroline, you put stuff in there, or you sent an email to.
We're told that that street is on the list for next year.
Last one. Okay.
Yeah.
But finish that though, because I like to send stuff up.
Yeah, I mean,
as
it's
it's
just,
brought to our
that
attention.
street looks
It just needs some
horrible.
It's
love.
ridiculous.
I mean, for houses that are selling for $500,000 on that street, it's just, it's awful. That little section is really bad.
Okay. I'll come out there and get photos of it and start sending that up. But I do think it is okay for next year. But I hate to say that because I don't want to seem like I'm kicking the can down the road. We'll start sending it up for sure. Thank you.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does it not make sense if we've got a hazard that we don't, there's not anybody that can come out and fill a hole? I mean, come on.
Yeah, we can fill a hole with it.
And it's the edges more than anything.
Oh, the edges.
Yeah. If something is a hazard, we can fill a hole. The issue with that is that the city does not fill their holes properly. They kind of hot patch and go. And so when you get heavy rains in April and May, you're having the same issue with this meeting in July. I don't know. But we'll send that up. Barbara?
Do we still have street sweepers?
Yeah, we do.
They did,
I don't know that.
Not very often.
We watched them this way 8 times. That was about 3 weeks ago. Just did all the way around. On the Holy, where the island is, they just did donuts, literally.
Does anybody else have anything?
I do have a question. So if I submitted something to 311 about a bunch of like down limbs in our street in its yard,
In
on
some-
the corner
in
of our
someone's
street,
yard?
on Mountaindale, on
Okay.
the corner, and it literally looks like a trap house. I mean, it's terrible. And the city replied to a 311, essentially said there's nothing they can do about it. But there's like half of a tree down, hanging over the street, and they haven't cleaned their curb up in probably a year.
So, like environmental police? Environmental police, is that a thing still?
Yeah.
Because
That's
there's
what I've been at.
there's a lot of these with
It
code
causes
violations.
Mountain Dale flooding to be worse than Mountain Dale does.
You know,
Because
the
they're-
address to that, you don't have to yell it out loud here, but.
Look at that. It's on the corner of Mountaindale and
Is the tree in there? Did they have
It's
someone
4300
cut that tree or something?
4300 Mountaindale. I mean, half the pine tree fell in.
Okay, and it's in their yard.
Yeah, it's just laying across the road.
Okay. The city does
They
not
might
like.
acknowledge it on the 301 app, but
Yeah, the city does not like to go out on a private property, but if any of it's in the street, sometimes we can say, or we can get them fined enough times, which takes them.
they did, like 2 years ago, they put a notice on their door, and then no one followed.
This has been going on for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Their yard last spring was like 3 feet high.
What's their, their address?
4300.
Is it a rental? Yes.
But the guy who owns it lives there. So it's-
4300 Mountaindale? Okay. I'll go out there and get pictures and we'll send it up.
Well, I think the tree comes down in the alleyway, you know where I live, and then
Mhm.
that alley that's been there forever, that's never gonna be replaced. And the tree comes down, falls on my garage. Am I still responsible?
It's in the easement, is that what you said?
The east.
In the alleyway, and it fell onto your garage.
Yeah.
Let me call you about that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I have an answer in my head, but I'll talk to you about
You
it.
know, when we had that last wind, and when Alabama Power comes through there, I've been trying to get them to cut it down, but they said they can't do it because it's not under the power.
Yeah, they won't touch it if it's not
Yeah.
touching a power line.
So, but, yeah, it's,
Okay, I'll call you about it. Maybe make a note so I don't forget. Does anybody have anything else?
I have dumb questions.
No dumb questions, Irene. What's going on?
What happened to the meter maids we used to have in the city?
What'd you say? How many meter maids?
What happened to them?
So what happened to them is they computerized or whatever, or animated a lot of the parking that's downtown especially. You can do something on your phone now. And so there might be 1 or 2 meter maids, but I haven't seen them in a long time.
I was wondering if they were assigned somewhere else because they could be assigned
They could have
somewhere
been.
else that.
And that's under the purview of the mayor's office. I don't really know, what they did with everybody or if they've even taken all of them away. But I'm not sure. But I can find out for you.
Disappeared and
I can find out and call you.
Yeah, well, please.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anybody else? All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We haven't done that. Approval of the minutes. I think you skipped that.
I think I did.
I didn't have it written down.
Okay. We may have skipped over the approval of the minutes from last month. Did we do that?
We did the amended agenda.
Yeah, we just voted on the agenda, so I think we need to go back and approve
I
the.
think we did too.
Can I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from last meeting? Kathy. Second. Barbara.
Well, I saw Terry. Okay.
Susan. Yeah. Spread it around.
Susan.
Good deal. All right, next up is our new business. St. Peter's Church has got a proposed plan change, and Ricky Brooks is back to present.
Good evening. Can everybody hear me okay without going to the mic?
speak up, please, sir.
The mic is not helpful.
I will speak up. I'm Ricky Brooks. I'm with St. Peter's Anglican Church as a member. And we are, let me back it up. The city most recently has started requiring their new ordinance that all new development in the city have sidewalks. And they put in sidewalks, so that sounds logical. I mean, you think the city would do public works, but they look for developers to do it. So we designed a plan to put sidewalks in both Dunston and Haygood. Once we looked at it, we thought it doesn't really make much sense to us to put a sidewalk up Haygood when it goes to the Bailey's house, it stops at the Bailey's. And unless all 5 of those houses between our lot and the next street are redeveloped, there'll never be a sidewalk there. So we thought that we're not asking for more parking, we'll be completely green space. But we asked the city if we could put in a sidewalk on Dunston, which would be very helpful to the neighborhood. It makes complete sense. It connected the crosswalk that crosses Haygood. But we went to the city and said, it doesn't really make much sense to us to go to one half. And we said the sidewalk to nowhere. It's not solid nowhere, it's the sidewalk to Bailey. So
That's
it
not
didn't make a lot of sense. So they said it's an ordinance. They put a lot of people from the city in the room. They said you can apply for a variance if you'd like to. It doesn't require a neighborhood meeting, but we wanted to come to you and express what we're trying to do, why we're trying to do it, see if you agreed with us and had support.
Now, when you said the city, are you talking about the zoning board of adjustment?
I'm talking about we're applying to the city, but we would go before the zoning board of adjustment.
Okay.
It's before the subdivision committee, not the zoning board.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. This is Josh Donald with the Shoal Engineering.
I'm a civil engineer.
He's the civil
Subcommittee.
engineer that did all this. So that's the reason we got the games here. So, as I was saying, going before the
Subdivision committee.
committee
Subdivision.
for a variance, it doesn't require a neighborhood meeting, but we will not get a variance if the neighborhood does not agree with it or really support it. If you want us to build a sidewalk, we're going to build a sidewalk. Simple as that. If you don't support us not having a sidewalk, we will have to build a sidewalk, which we will of course comply. So it's fairly simple. Our request is fairly simple. Yes, ma'am.
My question is, I think I'm right now, there's a little ditch area that runs along the side of your property or the Burgess property along Haygood. Was that supposed to be sidewalked over with a sewer pipe underneath it?
So
For water drainage?
we've gone back and forth with the city and the county about that, and that's what we had originally proposed, but we have since been told by Jefferson County Environmental Services they've got a 10-inch sewer main that runs under the edge of the asphalt on that side of the road. They don't want us to put in a storm pipe that might hinder them access to maintain their sewer main. So they don't want us to put in a storm pipe, and they don't want us to put in a curb and gutter right there either, or any kind of gutter. So yes, we're proposing that ditch remains there. And obviously with the sidewalk, that ditch gets a little bit smaller. And if we remove the sidewalk, then it gets a little bit bigger. And, it's going to handle the water either way. The sidewalk might get a little muddy in big rain events if it's there, but
Who at the county was saying that?
Ben Pate.
I mean, in which?
It was Jefferson County Environmental Services.
So if y'all were proposing putting a pipe in under the curb and gutter, is that what I'm understanding?
It was along the swale back here.
Yeah.
It was not under the curb and gutter. It was off the curb and gutter.
That sewer main is what, 8 feet deep, 7 feet deep?
That's right.
That makes no sense.
They just said they've got to dig a deep hole to get to it. Anything in the way is going to have to be torn out.
But it's okay to put a sidewalk with just no 18 inches more curb and gutter.
So, yes, but the sidewalk's technically far enough away from the main, while the curb and gutter would be pretty much right on top of the main.
So would the sidewalk be on
That makes you feel it, okay?
the property side?
Yes. It has to be because
you don't get ready side of the yard.
correct, because that ditch is handling storm water from the road.
So,
My only concern is,
So where's the sidewalk then? Where are you going to
Well, right now it's along the entire front of the side.
Okay.
But off Haygood, there's going to be a Haygood Street, and there's that existing ditch.
Yeah.
And then right on the other side of that's going to be the sidewalk.
The length of that.
Yes, this whole side.
And then you want to Dunstan at some percent.
Yes, that's correct. Now,
That's not a question, we were definitely Dunstan. Dunstan's needed, that'd be very helpful.
Yeah, they do need it.
But what really happens is, if someone is, I'm presuming that this is westbound on walking on Dunstan, and they get to Haygood, they cross over Haygood, all sidewalk and crosswalk, and they can go all the way, they can go up Haygood indefinitely on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
If they are going westbound on the sidewalk on Dunstan and turn north on Haygood on our side, on our property, there'll be a sidewalk there, but it ends at the Dailies.
Everybody goes
So
to
then they
Dailies.
got to either cross over or walk across 5 yards to get to the next street. Yes, sir.
So I have one more question. So if the sidewalk terminates there at Dunstan and Haygood, would you guys put the crosswalk going across Dunstan or across Haygood?
So
The current sidewalk, or current crosswalk is down on Haygood, down a little bit.
So that's a great question. So the church is not putting in any crosswalks. That is going to be on the city. The city's going to come in and add crosswalks and ramps to the sidewalks. And however they want to do that, that's going to be up to the Birmingham Department of Transportation.
What is parking onto, a driveway onto Dunstan
Could be access on both streets.
or Old Street? The traffic light?
My only concern with leaving that little portion, Haygood out, is if you look at that, that's just constantly eroding as it is now. And that's perfect, logical sense, but, what I know about logic, but if you're gonna put a sidewalk, why not add that other 2 inches? It's 8 feet deep. I mean, everywhere you look, they cut in the curb every time somebody has a sewer issue. What's different?
You talking about the curb and gutter?
Yeah,
The location of the sanitary sewer main running underneath the edge of the asphalt.
but something needs to be done to control that erosion. I mean, all the way up that good, it's the same way.
I agree. I completely agree. And then we had proposed that. In our original site plans we submitted to the city had curb and gutter.
So it's Jefferson County sewer
Correct.
is paid,
Yes.
that's saying name that,
He said we're not allowed to do that.
but he's okay with the concrete for the sidewalk.
Correct. Because it's going to be 80 feet or so away.
There's no common sense with any of that.
And,
Are the road people gonna do anything about Dunstan, which is really the lane?
no,
Well, I don't answer you a lot.
that's a traffic issue.
Has anything been addressed?
Yes, we've been talking to traffic about the last couple of meetings, and we've addressed that.
I can't hear you.
Yes, that issue's been addressed. Yeah, at the traffic event, which was last meeting.
So I guess what y'all are saying that you want to do, Ricky, is you'd like to be able to construct a sidewalk, let the rough and drag from that end.
We would like to, we're submitting, we submitted yesterday, I guess, or for the upcoming meeting, we're asking for a variance. They will not, because in this particular case, in the variance, the code doesn't require a neighborhood meeting. So we're coming preemptively to the neighborhood to say, we'd like to have your support. If you want the sidewalk there, the city has already told us that staff is going to recommend to subdivision committee that we put in a sidewalk. Because they want the infrastructure, no matter what, doesn't matter if it makes sense or not, they want it. And so we're going to do it, obviously, if required.
Y'all could be real nice and just go all the way to Montclair with that.
But then we'd have to have tax permission.
Oh, then you have to cross the front pad.
I just want some water man.
Yeah.
So we're trying to, what I understand.
Yeah, and the gutter would give us that. You're saying the county won't let us have now?
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's,
So what you're saying, road, sidewalk, ditch. Is that what?
Road, ditch, sidewalk. Because the ditch has got to handle the water from the road. We don't want that water running over the sidewalk to get into the ditch.
and your original spec had a drain underneath the sidewalk to cover the ditch, right? In place of the ditch.
Yes, there was no ditch.
So one thing that we learned from the traffic engineer in the last few meetings is that they're not going to allow us to put in crosswalks if we don't have sidewalks on both sides of the road. And we are, the neighborhood's number one traffic concern is speeding on Haygood. And the neighborhood is adamantly opposed to speed cushions. So those potential crosswalks would be very beneficial to the neighborhood for traffic calming.
So will there be a crosswalk, will the city put in crosswalks in across Haygood from Dunston, once we put in Dunston?
Yeah, they put in a crosswalk right here, but there wouldn't be any up here.
They'll do that for us if we work with them on it. But that's just between the neighborhood and the traffic people.
So if you went ahead and put in the sidewalk there going up Haygood, there could potentially be a crosswalk.
Potentially, yes.
But it's still down there where all the other side crosswalks are, right?
No, we could have one up at the top entrance, which would be right at your house.
That's
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, there's still not any up by Gladstone or any of those areas.
No, but you have to have a sidewalk on both sides to have it, yeah.
So that really, all those crosswalks,
So that would-
is one here, one there, one there, really.
Yeah, you could have two about 150 yards apart or so, I'm guessing. Or three would be real close.
Parking lot from St. Peter's onto Haywood on that side. And a crosswalk. Could be the potential. Anything to slow that traffic down. Y'all don't see that on Sundays when y'all are having your church services and the traffic coming in and out of that.
How much green
Oh,
space
it's
will
not
it
that
add
bad.
if you don't count the sidewalk?
That's a good question. Josh, how many, we would put sod there, or plantings.
It's just the length of the sidewalk from here to here.
What
5 foot
about
wide
the
sidewalk.
width?
So like how many feet? So
5 feet wide. 5 foot wide sidewalk.
And how far off from the street would the sidewalk be, line from the ditch?
7 feet, 8 feet. We're looking at 8 feet.
So we would landscape the ditch, I mean, what will happen with the ditch? Let's assume that we are agreeing already, what will happen with the ditch?
It would be,
The ditch.
Yeah.
The ditch.
Yeah,
So the sidewalk would have been,
y'all could landscape.
We will landscape. We're not asking for any more parking, no long increase in building size or anything. It would all be landscape, it would all be green
So
space.
just more like bushes or trees.
Bushes, trees, well, not trees, because we got trees there's like 84 trees or something planted already.
Right, so just some
But
bushes.
it would be sod and planting.
So I'm sorry, I couldn't hear very well. So are you saying there'd be like 7 to 8 foot extra of landscaping if you don't have a sidewalk? Or is just grass?
It'd be closer to as is.
There would be at least 5 feet.
Okay.
But yes, that, it would make sense to me it'd be easier to maintain the landscaping between the road and the property without the sidewalk if you planted all the way up to the property. If the ditch could be landscaped and create a little swell there and put sod in it, if it would survive, that would be helpful. But we would be adding 5 to 8 feet of green space.
So it's gonna cover the ditch?
I would assume that we could, I mean, a lot of times to retain water, this is a lot more Josh working with mine, but in my development days, there's a lot of ground retention done with ponds, and you sod them, and so it helps release the water more slowly. And if it makes sense to me that somebody's already said it, that you're going to have additional runoff of the sidewalk into the ditch, it'd be harder to keep it maintained. It's not a continuous green belt.
So, but your original plan, which has the drainage pipe underneath the sidewalk or associated with the sidewalk, would that ditch have tied into the brand-new sewer that we have, or storm sewer at the corner?
Yeah, the pipe would have,
It
yeah.
would have, okay. And are you taking away that pipe even if you leave the sidewalk at this point?
So what's happened is that this ditch drains over here, and then there's going to be an inlet down here where the sanitary sewer main crosses and comes this way. We put an inlet, we're going to pick up the water in that ditch and tie it to the new sewer main right here.
So right now, the current plan is to build the sidewalk and not the storm sewer underneath it?
Yes. That's
And y'all don't need a variance change for that change?
That's what we were required to do.
We were required to do that, correct.
Okay.
We're not allowed to put that storm pipe
We
in.
would have done more than they're actually allowing us to do, the system.
Okay.
You know, that's not really a ditch. It's a dip.
Yeah.
How you consider it.
Correct. Yeah.
And there's usually grass there.
And that's what it's supposed to be. It's not, I don't know why I call it ditch. I guess we call it a swale. But yeah, it's not a ditch.
It's a ditch.
It's,
I was there, I stopped by there on my way over here.
I call it a ditch.
It's at least 10, 12 inches deep.
right.
And
I mean,
it-
10
it
to
was-
12 inches, that is not a ditch.
Well, run your car across it.
We'll plan,
Well, pay attention. You won't run your car through it.
we'll attempt to plan it regardless, whether there's a sidewalk there or not. We would endeavor to, because it'll look a lot nicer for us as well if there's grass in there and we can maintain it. But it just makes sense to us that to add more grass, more and less runoff makes complete sense, since there's no sidewalk for this sidewalk to tie into.
No, basically, just if you want to walk on the sidewalk, just cross the street and go. Let's just have the grass. That's what people do now. Right.
And, I mean, the city sometimes, you gotta scratch your head about what they make people do. And the sidewalk to nowhere that does not help any with the ditch or any water flow, to me, is kind of crazy.
But, I mean, that ditch could be handled, right? I mean, like you said, it could tie in there.
You're talking about
Your original plan that you had the ditch covered with the sidewalk and everything going into a storm sewer, which would connect to the main, correct?
correct, but that got shot down
By the county.
By the county.
Where is their storm drain?
With this property,
The county
Okay.
storm,
Yeah.
the sanitary sewer main,
right.
it runs along right here.
Okay, I forgot, I got a big thing in my.
Pardon me. I gotta stop this because we didn't have the police here when we started. They need to get on, but we've got some very important matters. I need to table this for about 10 minutes while we let the police come on. Okay. Thank you very much for your patience. Good, thank you.
I don't have any stats right now, but are there any questions or concerns?
We had a homeless person that was following one of our neighbors. It was in the posted on Facebook. Do you know about this specifically?
Yeah, no, I
Okay, that's something we would love to know more about. What happened to him, how that was resolved.
When was this? Okay, around what street? Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, like right across the street.
We can't hear you.
So, what happened again? They can hear.
Stand up and just say it loud. so
Oh,
people know
yeah.
what happened.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Henry. I live on Mountain Road. A woman was followed with her baby by a man with a knife, and he had a plastic bag in his hand. They're not sure what was in the bag, but the police were called. They were there for the plate, and he was arrested. And he apparently, we know the woman who lives in the home directly across from the Winn-Dixie, and she has seen him before and called the cops. The cops have been, they had run it.
Exactly.
It was right across from the Winn-Dixie, the sidewalk was right across from the Winn-Dixie, kind of the white cross. By Swallow, yes. Like right there. No, he was on foot.
Do we know what happened after he was arrested?
Do we have any other concerns for the police? No, that was the number one. I think everything else is fairly quiet.
Sir, did you sign the sign-in sheet?
No,
Please do that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, thanks, everybody. And now we can go back to discussing the sidewalk. Yeah, y'all were giving a presentation, and I think you got more questions.
So, I don't know, I guess the only question is, simple as this, we either want a little more green, or we want the Baileys to have a private sidewalk to sauce. That's kind of where we're at.
That's the summary.
The sidewalk.
Well, we will be getting, if we,
Motion to vote on this. I mean, we're spinning our wheels on a drain we can't pay.
no, we're not voting on this tonight. This goes to the new zoning committee, and it's going to be debated by the zoning committee.
But don't we want to know like whether we agree?
No, you told me you were in no rush, and that was not a problem.
We will variance.
It's inevitable.
We put a motion forward and seconded.
We have a procedure in place with a zoning committee now, so any of these go straight to them.
He's asking for our support as a neighborhood.
Josh,
Just doesn't matter in courtesy, right?
I'm not sure.
What's that? Say that again?
He doesn't actually need our approval to go forward.
It sounds like he doesn't need our approval.
But he's asking us as a courtesy.
Correct.
If we want to show our support and they put. You know, from us, you can do your committee or whatever and get that vote, and then we put it on record.
Yeah, we don't.
We showed up today, we're ready to vote, it was on the agenda, let's go.
Well, it's not on the agenda to vote, but if the crowd is unanimous and wants to vote, then, that's kind of the way it is, as far as I know.
They're going to take care of us.
But I think we just need to say that we're not going to oppose what they want to do.
So everyone's saying that we support you with what you want to do.
So should we have a vote that we support what they're,
Yeah.
That would be helpful if you're comfortable doing that. It's not a requirement, but the city is going to make us do a sidewalk, maybe anyway, whether you like it or whether you don't. The city may require it. But we're asking for support from the neighborhood saying we'd rather have green space than the sidewalk, since the sidewalk is going to one residence.
We support.
Well, and the sidewalk is going to ruin our chances for traffic abatement there with crosswalks. So we are giving up traffic calming right there.
Yeah, but we want to get on the bottom. I mean, we're getting.
Okay. Traffic calming is down that street has been the number one concern that everyone brings to me, and we're also 100% opposed to traffic cushions, to speed cushions.
Yeah,
So
we're also worried about flooding, and then we're going to.
well, flooding can be taken care of by the storm sewer, and I'm definitely going to find out from Jeffco what's up with that.
That's not something that they wanted to do, but we can't.
So who can?
They proposed putting in, that drain there, but wants to.
Well, they say that Jefferson County won't allow it, but I'm going to talk to Jefferson County and figure out what the problem is. And that's one of the reasons why we have this committee, to have more deliberation about this, because we've had this problem several times, and it just.
How is a sidewalk, how is a crosswalk in the middle of Haywood by the Baileys going to calm traffic? It's not. People are just gonna.
It's not.
There won't be a stop sign. It's not like houses have access to it.
Crosswalks are a traffic calming
It
measure.
needs to be like on Gladstone or
Yes.
somewhere, because there's too many sidewalks in a row. That's calming just
Yeah,
in
If we don't want to, we don't want crosswalks and we don't want speed cushions.
We want a crosswalk up more towards
Gladstone?
Montclair.
We can't have that.
You can, because it's not sidewalk.
Well, this isn't going to give us two sidewalks.
Yes, it will. We can get sidewalks, we can get crosswalks from traffic if we have two sidewalks.
Past our house.
No, at your house. Yes, which is closer to Montclair than where they are.
Yeah, but not like, that's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of crosswalks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes, everybody can go real slow through that part, but they.
Isn't that the idea of traffic calming, to get people to go slow? And that's what the neighborhood's been calling me, telling me that that's what they want.
Do we have any, this is just for y'all, but do we have any inkling that the city would ever want to put in sidewalks on the other side of Haywood from where they are now?
Well, from what we're hearing, the sewer main is preventing that.
Obviously not.
It's just on y'all's spectrum.
Just the gutters, really.
Right. You can put the sewer, you can put the sidewalk far enough off the main.
The only reason we have the current sidewalk is because Mountain Brook chipped in on
The Bailey's
that.
house on up to Montclair.
Yeah.
Is the city.
If they were going to step in and do that, they would also do the sidewalk on our property.
That's right.
So what we would like, Todd, what we would like to have is, we're in support, and from the get-go, we brought Shoal in at the very first, when we put this property under contract, to do all the civil engineering work. And so they've done everything they can do to mitigate the drainage, and we have to from our lot, that'd be the law. But we've tried to mitigate the damage that started the flooding that's already there with what we were proposing. What Josh is telling you is that we're being blocked. We're going to put in some drainage system.
The drainage is going to work either way. It's just going to work either way. It's
It'd be better.
It's going to be a little bit bigger if the sidewalk's not there. Being a little bit
Where are
bigger.
you taking your stormwater now with your existing plant?
To this inlet right here.
That
To our brand new storm system that your tax dollars pay for.
Yes, ma'am.
I live on the opposite corner, kind of diagonal from this, and then finally has gotten that flooding under control in that intersection without a sidewalk adding extra runoff. I think the grass and culvert, or whatever you want to call it, that's there currently is doing an outstanding job of keeping that intersection from flooding. And I figure that a sidewalk will cause more flooding because there's nothing to soak up the water. That's concrete causes runoff, period. That's my opinion there, and I'd love to be able to lend you guys our support if we're allowed to go.
So what are y'all going to do about the runoff from the parking lot on the west side? If y'all can't put any drainage
We do have drainage in the park. We have a underground detention system right here.
All right.
And then it's running this way. It's not.
So it wasn't going to go into that pipe that was going to be in y'all's original proposal?
No. This pipe right here it's an 18-inch pipe, so it's real small. So we're not trying to overwhelm that pipe. So we're taking all the water elsewhere. Or all the site water, not the right away, not the city water.
And the pipe y'all were going to put in underneath the sidewalk, or next to the sidewalk, is basically just to control the water from further up Haywood.
It's really just control the water off of Haygood Street. Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to vote or just see who all is in support of deleting the sidewalk only on Haygood. And just to know who in the room is for it and who in the room doesn't like it.
And then we can have our real vote next month.
And then our zoning committee can look at, just so they will have something for their meeting to show our neighborhood support.
Second. Good. All
Who
in
seconded
favor?
it?
Could you read
What's your name?
again? Deleting the sidewalk on Haygood so that we have more green space.
So this is a vote to give this motion to the zoning committee so that the zoning committee knows
And the
to.
motion is just to say, to vote, to say who all in the room is in favor of it and who all in the room is against it.
But not have an official vote?
This is just a vote so that we all know that.
What?
Okay.
None of these votes are official, they don't need our approval.
Yeah, they don't
Exactly.
need our approval, the city just needs.
Sure, we can go through our little process and they can go ahead and ignore it if they want.
That's cool, but he wants our opinion.
Ricky told me over the phone Ricky told me on the phone that he has no trouble delaying this, that he is not in a hurry, and I've told him about our process. He said he has no problem with that.
He doesn't have to do this at all.
Todd, I think we all just want to vote. There's a motion and a second. Let's just say who likes it and who doesn't, and move on.
Yeah.
Well, we can say who likes it and who doesn't and take that vote to the committee, but this is not going to be a vote to support this officially from the neighborhood association.
Okay, this is.
That, I mean, to that degree, it really doesn't make sense, so.
We had.
That doesn't make
we had
sense.
almost a month. On April the 22nd, we will go before the subdivision committee and a decision will be made one way or the other. If your official vote is after that, it won't count one way or the other.
Okay.
If you vote tonight and we have that support, and we have that, and we could go to the city and say, this is what the neighborhood voted.
The neighborhood zoning committee is here for this kind of purpose and for deliberations. As I explained to you on the phone, you told me you had no problem with it, so.
I don't have any problem with it. I'm just telling you that.
Yes. We went over that like last summer. Huh?
Is it forum of the committee here?
I don't think anybody from your committee
I
is.
have no idea who else
Yeah.
on it.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, our president's running late because he got delayed, so.
Well,
Again, I mean, that would be a major reason not to have the vote is because he's not even here.
He showed up, they did.
So again, same
No,
motion.
again, there's no hurry here. He told me on the phone there was no hurry.
I'm telling you
But he was wrong.
that April 22nd is when we're going for the subdivision committee.
But there's no reason you couldn't delay that a month if you wanted to.
But there's no reason why we just can't take an informal vote.
Well, we can take
You
it.
have to write it down.
If everyone wants to raise their hand if they're supporting on it, we can all look at that, but we're not having an official vote. This is going to go to the zoning
Make a
committee.
motion that would like to show how many people really want this and don't want this. We want it reflected on the minutes. That's it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's
All in
fine.
favor?
This is in favor to delete the sidewalk.
Yes. Do we need to count off then?
Do we need?
Yeah.
It's not an
Is
official
anyone
vote.
opposed?
I just think, do we need more information? None of this makes any sense to me, and I've been feeling.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that, again, I mean, and I'm going to go to Jeffco to find out more about your drainage thing. So, yeah, no, we're not going to have a
So
vote on
you,
this
was
tonight.
there one opposed or no opposed? One opposed. Okay.
It's always got to be new.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to Barbara about this.
And if you want to join the zoning committee, please speak up.
We're going to leave the materials.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, we'll let you.
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah.
We'll stay if necessary or needed or desired, but otherwise we're going to leave the drawings for you to have and for the neighborhood committee.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
The neighbors are supportive of each other. The freaking committee makes things difficult, you know.
We are not going to be having any more updates until I get this changed, but our new CRO says that she's not going to come to our meetings anymore. Barbara.
Did you talk to the head of the CRO?
I've talked to Flora and dealing with this issue, and it's in progress.
Okay. Are we ever going to get quotes for the things that we were talking about? Things.
Not right now from her. They have a vendors list, which I've asked for, and she said they have some sort of ongoing computer problems, so she can't give me any quotes on anything at all. She suggested that for the park bench, for instance, that we go to Parks and Recs. So one of our neighbors who lives on the park is going to go through Parks and Recs and see if they can just do it that way. Maybe we can get Parks and Recs to pay for it, and we don't have to use neighborhood funds. But what's going to happen with the signs is the community foundation is going to pay for the signs. We really don't have the power to hold the city accountable for any of this. No. I mean, we don't. Sorry. Old business on the traffic calming. We had a little bit of success, and we've got one of the 2 speed limit signs on Monarch Avenue changed from 30 down to 25. And this was just by working with the traffic engineer, and I'm guessing that second one's coming soon. I'm definitely going to follow up with that. But beyond that, I've kind of lost contact with traffic, and I could, he had to cancel last month, and I've been unable to get that rescheduled, which is disappointing, but we did get a little bit of a win, and I know the traffic committee keeps working hard on it. So, also, we have got a update from the tree committee group tonight. Mike, you going to give that for us? Surprise.
Can you speak up?
Chambers. I live at 1106 Kingsbury. I live in the house adjacent to the access road on Kingsbury. And committee planted some trees a couple of weeks ago, and they require watering. And we're asking people to sign up tonight. Not too often have to water. It's a little chore. You've got to carry buckets, water about 12 trees. We've got some people already signed up.
It went pretty smooth last week, though.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Did you participate in the watering?
I helped fill some buckets. Yeah.
So anybody that wants to volunteer to assist in water, how often do they have to be watered?
I think it's weekly. Yeah, like until fall at least, yeah.
What's the best way for individuals that want to help?
Well, if you want to help out, I think there's a sign-up sheet that'll be on the minutes, and it's probably on the Facebook page right now. It's probably associated with the post we did on the tree planting day. And I think it's just a little spreadsheet. So if there's a day that you're available to come out and help, or if you just want to show up on a Saturday morning, we usually pass around some coffee and.
To be clear, you don't have to water every tree.
No. You can just pick a tree and get that one. All the neighbors around the park who have water access have a pink ribbon on their fence. So. Right, that's what I mean, the pink things, right.
And if anybody has, like, I have a dolly, and I just put my buckets on the dolly, and push the dolly, pour the water on the trees.
I mean, with 6 people, I think we did the whole park fairly quickly, so, I mean, it's kind of fun, too.
Well, they can look on one of Katie's emails when we had the original email,
Yep.
and there's a sign-up spreadsheet on there that you can just type in your name.
We'll redo that post and send it out fresh. We'll attach the minutes, this to the minutes as well. Yeah, it looks really nice out there. I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, they look great. It's
It looked a little scary the first couple of days.
Yeah.
They are alive.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, and then for our from our amended agenda, we've got Anam Sharania, okay, with Pickle and Pour, the indoor pickle facility up at the Festival Center.
Hi. I guess I'll go to the front.
Okay.
So this, I will. So
Speak loud.
I'm Anam. Nice to meet everybody. This is my wonderful husband, Ali, and this is our nephew, Ishan, who is also the manager there. So this is the smiling face you'll see when you walk in. But we are open and operating. We have 7 indoor pickleball courts as of right now. This was an existing business. It was owned by Armory. Teddy is the guy's name who owns Armory Gym right next door. So he was the one that was running those. We did buy it off of him, and But anyways, so it is an indoor pickleball facility right now. We have 7 courts, but we plan on making it much, much better. We are planning on adding a full restaurant and bar and a lounge area inside. And that is what we are here for, to make sure we have your blessings. And really, we just want to bring, I guess, more people to the community, a little bit of more things to do in the community, somewhere that you guys can do everything under one roof, be able to go play a couple of games of pickleball and then sit down, have a little bit of snack, drink if you guys are into that, hang out with your friends, enjoy time. That's really it.
Wish y'all could have done it in the Winn-Dixie.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah. That would have been cool if you could do it in the Winn-Dixie.
In the Winn-Dixie? Yeah, I know, but this was already made, so a little bit less of a hassle for us.
And guys, the way it works is with the Alabama Liquor Board, everything that they basically will rubber stamp whatever the neighborhood says. So, we really get to make the call here, and it's one of my more favorite parts of this.
It is 7001 Crestwood Boulevard.
Is it across from like the Home Depot?
Yes.
Yes, it is actually, yeah. With the Fun City and all of that in that parking lot.
Yeah, right across from the
In the strip center next to it.
It's not in the
Is it where
park.
the grocery store was?
Yes, Bargain Hut, where it was the Bargain Hut.
Bargain, yeah.
So I think there's like honey something.
Where Home Depot is?
Yeah.
Is it in the shopping center where Home Depot is?
Right across from it, yes. Right across from Home Depot.
Across.
It's in that shopping
In the shopping center, yes.
Inside the shopping center.
where the dead Chinese cafe is.
Yes.
Are you going to be able to expand for more courts in there, or that's?
So as of right now, we're gonna leave it at 7 courts. We need more of you guys to come play. This 7 is more than enough right now.
And the space we have, we chose to
Do the restaurant and the bar, and we want to have.
And there's nothing like this anywhere in the Birmingham area.
Is it going to be a higher ratio of food to liquor, or do you plan on selling more liquor?
So probably more liquor than food. Just the reason we think that is going to be is because people want to probably drink and play more than come there to have food. Our going back to the menu, what you asked, is probably going to be, I want to say finger foods, but like kind of a little bit more high-end bar food is what we're thinking. But we just have a preliminary menu right now. We don't have anything set in stone as to what the food will continue to be.
Have you guys had a restaurant with liquor sales before?
Yes, so we actually, this is in Hoover, it's not your community, but it's in Hoover, Alabama. We just opened up Daisy Twist.
Indian restaurant.
It's an Asian fusion restaurant, which also has a bar and everything like that as well. But yes,
Is it open yet?
Daisy Twist, we will be.
No,
Oh,
we are now.
sorry.
Pickleball.
It is open.
It is. The pickleball facility is open, but we are planning to build this restaurant and stuff. But we can't move forward until we have a yay from everybody to keep us going.
Can I make a motion to vote for this?
Please.
What's your name?
Valerie.
Okay.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of security are you going to have?
So-
She throw in alcohol.
Yes, of course. So we do. Sorry, we will have all around cameras, of course, and an alarm system and everything like that. But we do plan on having a guard on site. Probably, I don't want to say all the time, but probably in the midst of the high-end hours of the day, which we are thinking probably from like 5 to 9 time.
So what are your operating hours? And with the
As of right now,
drink
the
beer thing?
pickleball facility is open.
6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
But those hours will probably still stay, but I do not believe the restaurant and bar will, of course, not be open.
The restaurant hours.
Will be a little bit different from the actual facility hours.
Well, you read that from Lee's?
Yeah, we are, yes. So we don't see any issues, and I don't think we've really heard of any other bad things in that area, but of course.
I make a motion to vote to approve the liquor license in restaurant.
Okay. Tad, didn't Tad second?
What's your name? Steve.
Steve, okay.
All in favor?
I'm
Thank you.
Sorry, I can answer your question now. So yes, children are allowed as of right now. Yes, with their parents, but this lounge area and everything will be in an enclosed.
We have also got 21 and over area.
Correct, yes, it will be walled, enclosed, and a door. And that will be like where the lounge area will be, there will be like a little bit of.
You're gonna have no one knows kids over.
So we already have arcade games and mobile games for the kids as well.
Yes.
Already have
We
that.
had issues with them up at the movie theater.
Okay,
A
yes.
number of years ago, and that's part of the reason why that movie theater closed.
No, we will have security there because, I mean, we do have a lot of assets there, right? So security is our top priority to keep everybody safe as well as, of course, our employees and us ourselves, right? We go there 3 times a week to play.
So we-
To make a motion to.
Yep. So it's on the table. Can I get a vote in favor? And anyone opposed? Unanimously in favor.
Thank you, guys.
The way I like it.
Hope to see you all at Pickle and Pour sometime. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Does she have a form? Does she have a form?
Oh, do you have a
Open it there.
Adam? Do you have a form for us? Yes, ma'am. From the state or anything?
We have to send it in to the.
You do. He didn't bring it. Ask him. He's mine.
Good deal.
He should have it all.
What is it? They're going to send it to you.
We're going to get it. If they don't have it, they'll get it to us. Next up, Carolyn Bundy's got a zoning issue with her fence that she's bringing to us. Caroline.
Hey everybody, I know this has been a long night already, so I appreciate y'all letting us talk about our fencing issues. My wife Valerie Boyd and I live on the corner of Strathmore and Gladstone at 621 Strathmore. We have very quiet neighbors. We have a cemetery behind us and a cemetery across the street. And we are asking for a permit from the zoning board of the city to replace a 6-foot fence that is already there. Yeah, there's pictures on your table. Right now, what the fence is, it's a 5-foot solid fence with another foot of lattice on top. Right now the fence is very old and unattractive, and all we're asking for is y'all stamp of approval to help us. I have to go before the zoning committee for a variance in order to be able to build a 6-foot fence instead of a 4-foot fence. We have 2 dogs that we want to keep in the yard, and also, y'all know Gladstone's a very skinny street, kind of like Dunston on its way to Montebello, and I have about 8 feet right now between the edge of Gladstone and my backyard, and there's people that drive constantly throw trash in the bushes that are there, and we would really like to have a 6-foot fence there rather than just a 4. And
They limiting you to 6 foot because you can go higher.
they're limiting us to 4 feet. All we want to do is rebuild exactly what's there now, which is a 6 foot. Just replace.
Right. Why are they limiting us?
I don't know. They say that we have 2 front yards, even though, because we're on a corner. But if you look at the pictures from the Strathmore view, we have an entire front yard before you even get to our fence, which is set back from the corner of our house. So it's certainly not creating the tunnel effect. And along Gladstone, the fence will be behind a row of bushes already, and it would come right up next to a 6-foot chain link fence that's on the side of the cemetery, which then connects to a 6-foot privacy fence by the new townhomes. So all we're asking for is the same height fence that everybody else has down Gladstone, and then we'll replace what we have. And so we're hoping that with y'all's approval, it will help sway the zoning board of the city to help us with the variance.
You have a 6-foot fence now.
Yes, and we just want to replace it.
But the zoning is for 4 foot.
Correct.
So somebody before you had to
It was, I don't know if y'all have lived here a long time, it's Carrie Martin Donaldson's house. She lived there for over 15 years and raised her children there. And so I imagine she put the fence up. We've been
probably
there.
never even noticed it driving by. I mean, it's the silliest thing. Yeah. So all we want to know, are y'all
It's covered
okay
with a
with
hedge.
us-
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Are y'all okay with us building a fence that's exactly the same?
Yeah. Well,
She's on
you
it.
have not, and I'm on it, so I'll have to step aside. I'm all for it, and I'm just being.
Can we make a motion, having a motion?
I would like to make that.
Yes. I would like to make a motion to vote for them to be able to replace their 6-foot high fence, and we already supported it, or whatever that is.
With a 6-foot fence.
Who's the second?
I second.
Everybody wants the second.
All in favor?
Anyone opposed? Unanimous.
$200 later, we'll get a variance.
Thanks, Caroline. Let's see. Community resource. So, we've got a neighborhood cleanup this Saturday. We've got a great neighbor named Lisa Donald who lives across the street, and she has single-handedly been taking care of a lot of the issues over at the cemetery. She, in particular, paid for the recent tree work that was done. She wrote a big check to cover all the tree work. And one of the reasons that the Crestline Park Community Foundation got started was to try to help maintain this cemetery. It's really not. Ownership is kind of vague. It's not owned by the church. It's technically, the best we can find, owned by the collective people who own the plot, the plots underneath. And there's a lot of those that really don't have any next of kin or no one to follow up with. But we do have a few families that do have some people there, and they're going to come Saturday to help clean up some headstones. And right now, the church has a committee of older guys who will come and get rid of the leaves and cut the grass. But Frank is about to hit 80 or so, and he's like the last one who's able to work. So.
One of our presidents, Jerry Piper,
Uh-huh.
who lived by the church,
Right.
was maintaining it for them, that they've been gone.
Yeah. Well, a lot of neighbors have chipped in. I've done the small side a couple of times, but the big side's really big. But it needs help. I mean, we've got a goal of raising about $15,000 to put a equipment shed on site and get a nice lawnmower that can take care of leaves and grass, and maybe even be fun for someone to actually go out and play with, so we can get some more volunteers. But that's the goal, and we will definitely be trying to raise some funds for that on Saturday. And we're all going to go to lunch at Golden Rule afterwards, so it should be a lot of fun. And if you can stop by and help a little bit, that'd be great. If you have a mower, weed eater, blower, anything like that, or if you want to scrub some headstones, I think they're going to have the spray. Just bring some gloves and eye protection, I guess.
What time did you say this started?
It's going to be at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And I think the plan is just to work for a couple hours and then go to lunch. This Saturday. Yep. And then also the Crestline Park Community Foundation is got a little update on the Crestline Park Groove, which is the music festival that's being put on May 9th. We've got Southeastern Attractions on board to put on a great show for us. We've got 4 musical acts lined up right now, and we're just going to keep those a little bit of a secret for another few days before we just kind of lock everything finalized. But it's going to be a fantastic event. It's going to be completely free. Saws will be there setting up a little mini kitchen with a reduced menu, but they'll be selling sandwiches. We're going to have a little bounce house for the kids to go along with the kids musical act that's going to open up the festival. It's going to be from 12 to 6, so it'll be an all-afternoon affair. And I think it's going to be really fun. It's really coming together. We've got a great group of folks working on it, and Steven's got some acts that you guys are going to recognize and be excited about. Yeah.
So with the city, there's going to be,
Generation. We're going to rent generators. Generators on site, yeah. The stage production people are going to be in charge of that.
And then, do we have like a security sign about any people?
Yes. So one, I've already gone to the East Precinct and told them about the event. I've talked to Ricky, and Ricky's going to let us use the lot for parking because I think we're going to have a big crowd. We've got a... do you remember how many off-duty cops we're planning on having? Yeah, 4 off-duty police officers and then a T-shirt security tech guys as well. So yeah, we got that one. Well, we're supposed to get a park permit from the city, but since we voted to approve the event at last month's meeting, Parks and Recs just kind of waived everything, and we have to pay for it.
And we have insurance covering the neighborhood.
Yeah, insurance is. I talked to the bounce house guys specifically. They cover their own insurance, so that is.
What about neighborhood association? Are we insured for this event?
I'm going to try to shift all the stuff to the promoter, but if we have to get a policy, then we will.
I think we would need to. I mean, I can't imagine if somebody gets hurt, especially when
You're 100% right.
the neighborhood's liable if somebody falls down and breaks their arm.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the city would be or not, but that's we need to.
Either way, foundation is part of the neighborhood. And the type of it. So I think insurance is a pretty important factor.
Yeah, and so whatever the bounce house and the production company can't cover, then we will certainly cover that. Maybe a umbrella policy or something like that. How many of those? 10? Yeah, 10 and a handicap. We've got, we've also got it special for the VIP area. And I think we got a few hand sanitation stuff and a bunch of trash cans additional. So, yeah, got that. Mm-hmm. What else? It's a free concert, and we would love to have everybody here and not people from Hoover showing up, but I don't know how, unless we're selling tickets, which we don't want to do, I don't know how to do that. Other than we're not going to try to just blast the advertising across the city. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're with the bands that we're going to have a very full crowd.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. We don't want everybody and their brothers and sisters and cousins to come, because we want to keep it our little.
Yeah, because it can be very crowded just from our neighborhood.
Yeah, and so we don't want.
We 100% agree.
Are you going to put flyers in mailboxes or anything like that?
I don't know about flyers and mailboxes, but the beer vendors who work with Slice and Saws are going to be able to put up, make advertising for us. They're going to be able to make some banners for us.
Okay.
Yeah. And then T-shirts. We got T-shirts that are designed and ready to go. So we'll be selling T-shirts as a fundraiser. But I guess we don't really have all the information on the Crestline Park Community Foundation website right now, but we will. We do have our donation link up, so you can go to the website and make your tax-free contributions. And we have a title sponsor in Addict Plus, and we have, I think, 3 secondary sponsors right now. But we are certainly interested in any more. If anyone has a business that you'd like to sponsor, or if you know of any, I think we have 1 more title sponsor availability and 2 more of the smaller ones. So, yeah.
What's seating arrangement?
As far as I know, there's not going to be any chairs. This is going to be a standing room only event, except for the VIP areas. So,
Bring your own chair.
yeah, bring your own chairs. Yeah.
Exactly where's the parking?
Parking is everywhere, but Ricky's going to let us use their lot.
If construction has not
As long as
started on the
construction
church.
is not getting in the way, yeah. But, yeah, if we have 1,000 people show up, it's going to be all the way to Montclair. There's no doubt about that. So, I think that's it. Is any questions about any of that?
Is the Southern neighborhood go across Summer Valley?
Yes.
If we have people that might be interested in prostitution,
Yep. Me or Tanner, or yeah, either one. Yep. All right. Since Don's not here,
There's no further business.
we're going to adjourn. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all. Yeah, I don't need to ask, but I like to ask Don if he's here. We don't have to vote on adjournment.
Hey, well, I get a little letter or something saying that y'all.
Yes.
And I'll touch it.
My phone died, so the transcription stopped, and the signal.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta turn mine off.
Thank y'all.
I